watch it front seat. War share, events unfolding. A big casa, a big mimi. In fact, report our proud. What I was saying. And so I wrote him up. Send straight in his empire. The boy a true. Ma won't say. Uyonyamia. What's your say? And wrote him up. Send straight in his empire. The boy a true.
For your mamunya kwaba ya be pie ara din school a Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh etache ye won a tenure as member of parliament for Ablekuma Central 2017 to 2021. This is a brand new building osi na intabudan from that stretch ebisi nyina. This is a building Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh esi outside a constructed any wall at the car. In fact, it has been and this school or this one abeyi school ankasa akuku dame and efi school more and the akusi koso na yemfa enipa Ebenezer Nii Narh aye ewo Ablekuma Central na yemfa ma yeda. Abusafo ya mamu nyina akwaba edeba Great Plateau TV ene yegina ICT ene Library Center Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh esi edema baby a ohye in school ase na sa building we on 29 September 2020 ene osi building we edema school no share school no ene onyam school we His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia and Ekan Hon Ebenezer sa building we. When in Juma, Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh, a boy, Edema Ablekuma Central, and in Juma Bebra, ye camera, and me and capturing in a Missuminu Dimu a dance here, and a Juma Ebenezer Nii Narh, Asia. It's Mundiachi, na Yanfa.
Medofwe, see me na me cansem debi nwasum. Wonim se, wo pe ka papa, every Accra, eko Kumasi. Kumasi to Accra dia, eniye, me kan for 2M Express edi amount. Na wonim se, 2M Express ebaye no, woman in 5 years. When your friend is a Paul Amantem, Nas was ready count for. Nesaya Swintino, one with the 20% loyalty discount bro. Umpe na upedie, na promo.
For your say, ABPM, Latabekoshi lecture area. Hospital, Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh. Esi Edema ni Constituency and Ablekuma Central. Hospital Ashasi Honorable Tiflostechai NDC and Sase. But then to say na formal crowd they feel near buffet na structures esi and so Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh did in Saka we see this modern edifice we the man fofi antwata ena eja yebe ni fi akunya so wo hwe anima obehu se enkwala di agro ewo hospital na animo a ene yentimi MB hospital no ama adane standstill ewo constituency nim enti weni ejuma Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh ede ne nsa akeka so far ye twa won info ni ede kire mo koso na hwe Great Plateau TV medase. Ebusafo yamamu nyina akwaba e de ba Great Plateau TV. Enemrem aprobo a yebo e de ma former member of parliament Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh. Ninjuma ne tenure for 4 years oye e de ma Ablekuma Central. Baako ene ya bepie e wa no. Ya bepie e wo JT cluster of schools emre a otwa wo e de fa school nyina eja osandi gate mensa asomi esan e de to ano. School wa ene baby a me ba school e wo 1995 mensa ewie 2004. Inti school we baby a ene minyi school we ma me kai emre na me me sports prefect e wo ha me de come secondary school nyina e wo ase. Me madam me headmistress Honorable Madam Mrs. Susanna Mensa Brown and me headmistress Mataiko 3 JSS. Inti school we there me school a che ama enimpon ene abrempon apeja omo a wo constituency aye pan ye. Inti we ni apra ye bo Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh bo ye etwa constructed wall both side and the another side o constructed wall twa school nu nyina efa e de ma ni school a na ehye school we cluster of schools ye Anglican Anglican 1 A and B yes Mataiko 1 and Mataiko 3 GSS and JT itself be a primary ne wono enti ebusafo yeda mase koso na hwe Great Plateau TV meda wase bebe nyame ehira mu nyina. Ebusafo yasan abepie a new abuso kan cluster of schools wo Adwimbo electoral area na nejuma kese a oye eso ani ene mede esan ebro yejinemu aprobo a yebo yesan ejinemu de ma Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh, the former member of parliament from 2017 to 2021. Ni njuma oye a oboa school etimi etwa ewonwo na school bebrea na eda constituency nyina no na wo enda no nti na ema abonefo ene nkofo eba school mo beye nyoma bebre ye yijjet de de amamo yasan abeyi yesan ewo new abuso kan we gate ejina no ti see gate Honorable Gilbert Nii Narh de nensa de etwa wo de ma wom ewo tamana oye MP eno so nti gate yi outside etwa oye gate oye wo ni no central gate no esa ede to ano fefefe adanse a nipa adasani ehu living udin adanse a uhu say yes ne nsa no adwuma Honorable Gilbert Nii Narh ehia eni impenini ndie bebre a ode account na yesa ekọ apro ye betwa ni nyina ade amamo ehu nti koso na di echi na hwe Great Plateau TV meda wase bebre nyame enhira mu nyina. Abusanfo mamu nyina akwaba de ba Great Plateau TV ene Mijina Adjumbo electoral area. Star oil filling station echiwa. Ohwe gutters Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh construct ye the far straight to Grace Petri the fan the mantemo nyina na se enye easy mantemo ha omfa Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh endi agro ye kra isa adwumaden abaye and he has been a member of parliament since 1992. No MP, no sitting MP and waiting I a ban infrastructure untimi enye Ebenezer Nii Narh ono na besesa Ablekuma central infrastructure ye pa ye eni dwuma waye nyomo de nsa aka de nye easy intene ye gina mantemo a ye bebo modern adu
Medofwe, tie me na menka sem debi ngu wasum. Wonim se, wo beka papa every Accra Kumasi. Kumasi to Accra dia. Eniye, me kan for 2M Express e de amount. Na wonim se, 2M Express e baye no. Woman in 5 years. When your friend is a Paul Amantem, Nas was ready count for. Nesaya Swintino, one with the 20% loyalty discount bro.
Abusafo Yamamunya Akwaba edeba Great Plateau TV. Ene ewie yabepie Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh efie. Yene no ebetwetwe nkomo efa ne political life na de keka ho bebre allegations ene nsema amanfo aka na yene no ebedi nkomo na yato ama no moma yenwura ni fie emra yedu ni fie de mama yenwuram na yefa de aka no efa mbremo medabasi bebe koso ahwe Great Plateau TV. My honorable member of parliament. Hey,
you're welcome.
Oh, and then my BPA, Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh office. In fact, MP no, ebusu eborn mu ye. Nti ye train aben Great Plateau TV ye train aben na ye no abedi inkomo e fa the political life. Madam Asif, koso na Great Plateau TV. Madam Asif. Okay.
Medofwe, tie me na menka sem debi ngu wasum. Wonim se, wo beka papa every Accra Kumasi. Kumasi to Accra dia. Eniye, me kan for 2M Express e de amount. Na wonim se, 2M Express e baye no. Woman in 5 years. When your friend is a Paul Amantem, Nas was ready count for. Nesaya Swintino, one with the 20% loyalty discount bro. Umpe na upedie na promo.
Abusafo Yamamunya Akwaba edeba Great Plateau TV. Ene yabo apro yi ba yi. Twa Ablekuma central na mwashia. Yabepie opening kese enim. Na sa opening we ka akukudame ewo Ablekuma central. Untimi enyi ni di emfi. because wabo bra ye pa ye Ablekuma Central ye ene na bibi ni I be say ni e be twetwe nkomo e fa ni political career e ho ene nyoma ogusu eye nim say ofi politics mu ye ntene ya be no I be say ni edi nkomo sina edi kan e kan kane no Ablekuma Central ye ka MPP emu a he is the second member of parliament after Honorable Victor Narh. The tenure from 2017 to 2021. Juma obeye unprecedented. Obiara entimi enye. Right from both parties. Obi entimi enye. Ene yene be twetwe nkomo yi ba ye. When him say ya hwefo a mo hwe na ibeda mo so ase. Before he didn't command the so mama yen fa yen obuafo amaso emu ama ene ye de Great Plateau TV no enfa ema ho ye peni kese a waso emu ene de interview a so National Petroleum Authority MP Honorable Mustafa Abdul Hamid openi kese da anwe wichia adwumadie kese eba Ghana International Petroleum Conference ewo Kimpiski 28 to 30 na opese ubuki na ubuki o standard your front page eja na wo mpanyifo na your back page and your center page and full page and half page na ewo sika kakra obetua ede ato ede ama MP so na wonso udwedi na se ade to na boto no betimi akoso that 28 to 30 ewo Kimpiski hotel ebiem opese ofi tema opese ofi kumase eba akra ana ofi akra ko tema kumase mesel say na wafa 2M Express day odo ko jojo enche ibepie branch na tema iti mesel be na wabie wako na wafa mai ene Thursday opese ko kumase ya me ba choko ben hwe ben 2M Express na oben ona ye fa 20% over kitchen so me da si bebre ma in try on na ye fa enkomo so
Medofwe, tie me na menka asem debi ngu wasom. Wonim se, wo beka papa every Accra ekọ Kumasi to Accra dia ene me kan for 2M Express e de amount. Na wonim se 2M Express e baye no, wo menye 5 years. When your friend is a Paul Amantem, Nas was ready count ne say swintino, one with the 20% loyalty discount bro, umpe na upedie, na promo.
Hon Ebenezer Narh openi kese wa ko oye me papa on the so mi mo e bra me ba politics ni waso mi mo bisisa mi nti oye me boss mbibia prekope politics odi ade ani na o se ebeba so otwi mu tan ade ebeba so nti Ablekuma Central de His Excellency na Mother Bank of India Asa popular more than President Ablekuma Central. Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah.
Enedie yeba office ya na enyebone esa apro a yebo edema Ablekuma Central ni ye dinti ene ya BPO office ya Honorable, you are starting interview with parliamentary aspirants. Be a former, been so a FNM Sita, what is what Ufiso. Now, and then you come on original or political careers. Honorable, need you say a cassette and I said, I shall fully share Hon Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh.
Medase, Mamma Faconia was some each year, Wahefomina, any teacher Ablekuma Central Constituency for number also for this good initiative. I think, sir, looking at the problem we have at the National Communication Authority by issuing license to TV and radio stations, now most of our young people are going into this YouTube TV and other things. I think it is very recommendable because it helps and it's also creating more avenues for young people. And I think it is something that I believe very soon the National Communication Authority will look at how to regularize it so that people will not abuse that opportunity. I'm finding so I applaud you for that. I've seen one other stations and other Trinity News and what have you. I think it is very commendable, and I hope very soon Ebenya Ablekuma Central TV, Ablekuma Central Radio, so that we propagate the work that we have done in Ablekuma Central for people to see. Yes, let's say Ebenezer Nii Narh. Ebenezer Nii Narh, born and bred Ablekuma Central. I was born in Abosokan. Abosokan is a woman. Abosokan is entertainment. Hon Ebenezer from Father Abosokan is my second hometown. Actually, I'm coming from Ningo and Pampram, but the entire family settled in Abosokan. The Abose is my great grandfather. My grandmother, the direct cousin. So we are coming from the like I said, how do you call it? The palace. That's where we come from. I schooled in Abosokan. After school, from primary to JSS to whatever. Then we also to the university. I had opportunity to be at KNUST to pursue building technology, and after that, there are other international courses that we decided to do, and then also in the course of your friend saying schooling, we decided to say, look, we also need to involve ourselves into politics, and that's how come we entered into. I'm a Presbyterian. I worship at the Macedonian Presby Church. I was formerly at Sakama Presby, maybe PA or Hano, 2007, 2008, and then somewhere in 2010, I joined the Matayako Presby Church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the long and short of it is there's a letter about Ebenezer Nii Narh.
Oh, okay. Osaya Masafu Banso account, the other penny, as you drink out.
Sorry, I come with.
Honorable, really, and you come on original or politics, so that. And maybe now, all your wife is a journey Ablekuma Central politics.
Ablekuma Central MPP. I've been part of it since 2000. Yefi war Mimete. And that's where I was living. That's where we used to do MPP meeting. Ablekuma Central Constituency Mimete electoral area. The current chairman for Veterans Association, a friend coach. In fact, he did my membership card for me, and he will be a witness to what I'm saying.
Our MPP.
Our MPP.
Okay.
In 2001, and I'm in the opportunity to further my education into Mikko School. In 2006, maybe I completed in 2005, 2006 I did my service, 2007 I started Ejuma, and 2008 I was actively involved in the campaign of Honorable Robert Saba when he was he was the parliamentary candidate for the NPP. So in 2008, I Honorable Robert Saba, the parliamentary candidate for the NPP. Now, I was part and parcel of his campaign. But the multi-platformer, I had the opportunity to address the gathering. I was JT, and when first coach and now most of the people from Mbetia, or Muhumia, or Mufremi, Wayu. But me dear Kasa, Nina Wayu.
Okay, it's also free.
Yes. Okay. And Mikai said one of the songs I'm a 2 or JT, and he said that NDC for you know when power in 2008. Yeah. Na me too work a ham so I quite remember in 2012 when I decided to contest. When some people say, oh, maybe ban, maybe party, maybe and all those things, and people brought out pictures of me standing on the platform or JT addressing a rally. The original chain was the current regional secretary. The other person was Mr. Ablekuma, now a lawyer, Honorable Saba himself, and I was in the middle, I was in the shorts. I have all the pictures that we have in memory now. So that was in 2008. So I've actively involved myself in the campaign from 2000 till date.
Okay. I was also be electoral area coordinator here.
I was electoral area coordinator in 2009.
Oh, okay.
When year 2 about a year, I think 2009, 2010. Yes, and I'm electoral area coordinator. I was a boom, and then a dream a Mataigo electoral area. And now year 3, and I contested for electoral area coordinator. But I had the opportunity to go unopposed. And Honorable Robert Saba, and then Mr. Idrisu Buachi, former first vice chairman of the party, currently now a police station chairman of internal revenue. The two of them contested and Honorable Saba won. So many Honorable Saba were the electoral area coordinators for Mataiku electoral area.
Okay, and the number is 2008. Honorable Saba parliamentary candidate.
Yes, 2008. Honorable Saba parliamentary candidate. No, after he lost the 2008 election, near the next polling station, constituency, and electoral area elections, then he contested as an electoral area coordinator. And it tells you, said, irrespective of his position, wabe constituency chairman, wabe parliamentary candidate, they have held a lot of position in the party, and no, and the pride, the opportunity to continue to serve the party in a capacity as an electoral area coordinator, and that makes me respect him almost all the time, because it gives you an encouragement. Say, Obia said you are the limelight of politics. He has been doing politics, and yet now what to me arising to become a parliamentary candidate. Now when you are doing research, and as also a parliamentary candidates for 2008 election, not in MPP but in Ghana in general, you were Honorable Robert Saba. So for him to go to that level and come down to the constituency, say, look, let me still be an electoral area coordinator, not even a constituency chairman, not secretary, and I said, because the constituency chairman that he doesn't think about those things, but he came back to the level of Inina to be an electoral area coordinator. So the two of us were there. In fact, I was then the youngest electoral area coordinator at that time. So most of the times, the free coordinators meeting, I became eventually their secretary. I think if I'm not mistaken, either said Onuana Mr. Beatty was then our leader, like the coordinators, no, and then I was the secretary, and then the Ejima. But one thing I met me, I can say, he gives me the opportunity as a coordinator, a co-coordinator, to work very well in Mataiku electoral area at that time. The about meeting, it gives me the opportunity to chair meeting, so maybe no friend me, even female again, even female. That is why sometimes people always say, you are too, your friends a lawyer to Honorable Sawa. It's not because, it's because of the respect and the love that he's shown to me. And Matmiaka said, it's part of it, NMA, Minya, that kind of flair to expose myself the more. Because you come to meetings and look at, at that time, when you look at delegates, Mataiku at that time, we have the likes of Mr. Cranston, we have the likes of Mr. York, we have the likes of Mr. Edufu, we have the likes of Mr. Mensa, Auntie Mary. I mean, these are people penning for now as coordinators. I think the respect that they give me was so marvelous, and I was so happy working with them. So, so as young people, no, we decided to come up with ideas as to how Adjembu and as a Mataiku at that time, no, and to be honest with you, a boy and up to today, you can see the unity, the love in Adjembu electoral area. Say, yes, yeah. That's what we all stand for. And it's because of the way I start saying. But the BBC, emphasis a year wedding, and that's a baby. We don't even rely on the constituency. We come together ourselves. In fact, and now, said Obiwu, not say constituency to be so, it started from my jungle electoral area. And it was my initiative. All these things, all the ideas, I always tell them, look, party, your problem should be my problem should be your problem. So party, no, welfare. So sometimes something happens, not only Ubu, but when something happens between Ubini and Ubia, we try to settle it, say where the and we try to do something nice. And my other electoral areas, so are doing good year. And I say, Matai good year. Omukam Ubu. Yen meeting, Sana, and then electoral areas, we will have meeting, Omuka High Pony. I don't join my time with High Pony. We bought our own chairs at the year, and now we look at say we have 200 chairs in our Jumbo electoral area for our own meetings.
Okay, Honorable Darcy, but she is very more. The only say, Michelle, Honorable Saba, or Honorable Abiola, 1 week, or she mean crime, or Juma Mashasi. See, make my imagine say, me know we are. Or not a penny that Messiah so I could do more. Honorable, back to your politics life. Politics where she elections be we share election 2012, we share election 2016, we share election 2020. A more internal premise where she shall be Jane and a tough man.
I don't see any of them to be tough. I don't see any of them to be tough. Because me, just as you said from the beginning, say me see me yeah, and I have two things in life, and that's what keeps me going. There's always success and failure in life. And to me yeah, the two man people say, it's either I will succeed or I will fail. In 2011-2012, our parliamentary primaries, I contested with the former member of parliament, Okule Norte. I contested with Loyakwe, our former constituency chairman, who has contested before. 2011. But I was able to win. Mankase, because Okule has been an MP before, Loyakwe has been a candidate or contested in a way into Mesu. No. But I believe in myself. Say, let me go into this election. At the end of the day, whoever becomes victor, we all rally behind the person and move on. And then I was not pushing it. the general election, I contested with Tetechai and other people. I believe it's an election. 2015 primaries, I think we are about 3 or 4. Myself, Polante, Salim. Yeah. I believe that it is your message that people will buy into your message. As to what I said, your message now can say, when you get opportunity, will you do it? And I believe, one thing is politics is about you being sincere and being truthful to the people. If you are not being sincere and being truthful to the people, they will not stick. If what I told them in 2011-2012 primaries, man to me, I don't think 2015 they will give the opportunity. And 2012, when you look at the margin between Honorable Sabani Tetechai in 2008, and you look at my margin between Tetechai and myself in 2012, it makes the people believe, if your first time, this is the margin with him, it tells you that this guy is popular in the constituency. In 2016, the same thing. In 2020, the same thing. And in 2020 parliamentary primaries, you can check from the records of the party. I had the highest vote in the entire parliamentary primaries organized by the MPP in Ghana, not in Greater Accra. I quite remember I met the president, someone else, more trains cry and monocollective primaries said, go. The president will be a Mofiama Lake will have to continue their good work. One thing I always say, I don't like politics of tarnishing image and reputation. And I learned that thing from Ben Epson. I was part of Young Executive Forum. We invited him to come and give us a talk. And in fact, when they put the thing on our platform, and Young Executive Forum are not just ordinary people, big people in MPP. Some people were not happy with it. The day he came to have a talk with the Obedu Honor said, if you look at our faces, you know some of us are not happy with him because we know that he's been lambasting the MPP. But since you can't say, oh no, but before we kind of meeting, but he sold his paper through MPP. But say MPP is known to be a respectable party. MPP is not known to be violent. MPP is not known to be party. I said anyway. But so when such a thing happened in MPP, now would be better to front with that people will rush and go and back it. Hey, and then party is still MPP. That's why even Mama ever can say in terms of violence, they have masters in it. Yeah, sure. But in MPP and TISA, or say when you are going for an election, your opponent is not your target. Your message is what you have to give to the people. So say me ko jana baby na me no call election na me so na Patrick ayese obi a say why can I Patrick. Last time we ba me ha o ka tell me say amen. You know what? Before anybody campaign for himself, he campaigned for you before campaigning for himself. Because the first of a show now, instead of him to tell you, oh, Patrick, say this, and I Eben say this, he will start with Eben first. And so, yes, that is true.
Okay, Busiafo, Yadamasi Bebe, Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nii Narh, in Chang and the area Yabipi, Ujan Kasa, or Bekasa Pai, and then you need to be Komoye Valley. Mama, you try a hombra. Now, you buy in Koma, a shisha soa, a yet integral parts, no, obey ye and mamma. There's a lot of allegations here. People are expecting me to ask him, and I'll ask today. And then you be in Komoye bar, and see, Mama, you try me above for in Paramount.
Metafui, see me na me kansem debi nguwasum. Wunim se, wopeka papa every Accra eko Kumasi to Accra dia. Eniye, me kan for 2M Express e de amount. Na wunim se, 2M Express e baye no. Woman you 5 years. When your friend is a Paul Amantem, Nas was ready count for. Nesaya Swintino, one with the 20% loyalty discount bro. Umpe na upedie. Na promo.
abusa first ama wakɔ aba de ba great patriotic nkɔmɔ no efi na ebe di pa yi patron say on subscribe or subscribe their money and I say wasa like it now do comment emi am say da mo ye money na wasa aya man bebre and ma be pio pini kese emi so maka say me boss ultimate entry with my central booker ni di enka because a bad juma why be pan yi o ma yes I entry man na ye ne no enkomodi enhye so honorable yes am wa fa ba e ba great patriotic so
thank you
honorable ready and then yakwa pro from project o touch any anything e capture na project o ye from EU new abusu kai the road out near Tally from Flamingo to Labrio Junction offer a year Latebia question inside one lay within the rules the rules of a sample clinic udon sa ekaye a sample project just a baby honorable in common with be on a home yam ye pie. Why ye juma at the Amma Ablekuma Central, but it seems an amount for a more juma why.
Maybe that's how you say it, but I can tell you, sir, near Ablekuma Central, but in Greater Accra, and then yes, from 2017 to 2020, I can say for a fact, sir, if you are looking